Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Joy Ero, and if you are new to my channel, you're just seeing my face for the first time, you are very welcome. Please consider becoming a part of this family. Anyways, let me not obligate you. Watch this video to the end or binge on any of my previous videos and see if you like my content. And if you do, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so that it will get you notified when I post new videos. How about that? Anyways, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming for more. Thank you for always clicking on my videos, you guys. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. In this video, I'm going to be addressing an issue or a topic that a subscriber sent to me, and if you want to hear the tea, if you want to know about it, please keep on watching. So I posted a video about I think a month plus ago, as at the time of filming this video actually, about how I found out I was pregnant, and I said something that I didn't know I was pregnant for the first 3 months, and a subscriber reached out to me and she was like, how can you not know you were pregnant? How did you not know? What happened? Were you not seeing your period? Was there no symptoms of pregnancy? You know, she asked a whole lot of questions, and this subscriber happens to be somebody that I know before, and we lost communication for a long time, but recently I reactivated my Facebook account and we got talking, and she came in contact with my YouTube channel, and you know, she just wanted to know a whole lot. I'm not going to be mentioning her name now because she's believing God for the fruit of the womb. That's the right word to use. I don't want to, I just don't want to mention her name, but I know she's watching this video because she's the one that actually wanted me to make this video. I already explained to her anyways, but she wanted me to make this video so that if there's any other person who needs to hear this, that they can hear, and so that she can have something to also share with some of her friends who are also experiencing the same. So you guys, when she reached out to me, she left me a whole load of messages and a very long voice message, and I was like, oh. Anyways, I'm going to link that video up here so that you guys can go watch that video in case you've not seen that video. So where our concern is that was I not seeing my period? 1, was I not experiencing any pregnancy symptoms? 2, and what was, how did I feel? So to address that, I like I said, I saw my period, but I cannot really say how much I flowed. Then the second point was that was I not having any pregnancy symptoms? You guys, to be 100% honest, I did not have any pregnancy symptoms. There was no sign that I was pregnant. I was still very active. I was not sleeping. I was not vomiting. I was not tired. I was not nauseous. I was still the old me, the old Jessie J, like my people used to call me, Jessie J, the old Joy. I was still very active, up and about, doing everything. In fact, I traveled, and when you are traveling and you've not traveled for a long time, the shopping and all that, I was very busy. My body was fine. Even in the flight, I was just, I was very fine to address that issue. So I was very fine. There was no symptoms, there was no sign, but I was pregnant, and by the grace of God I had my baby. So to address that, I saw my period, but I didn't get any pregnancy symptoms. So after talking to her, I decided to do a little bit of research to find out if it's actually possible for someone to be pregnant and have menstruation, and I realized that yes, it's possible for you to be pregnant and have flow, but it's not going to be called menstruation. It can be implantation flow, or they call it, there's one other name they called it, that maybe shedding, vaginal something, but in my own case it was not any infection or any of those stuff, but I just experienced flow twice before I realized the 3rd month that I was pregnant, before I actually did the test. So it's possible to be pregnant and still still have your flow, but it may not be the same with when you are not pregnant. And it's possible to be pregnant and not have any pregnancy symptoms. I remember growing up then in Lagos. I was in secondary school, and there was this lady who lives on my street who was pregnant. She went to school to write her exam that day, and in class she was having cramps. She thought it was a normal menstruation cramps. She was just, oh, my period, my body, you know. It became too severe. They had to take her to the hospital. That was when they realized that she was pregnant, and she was already in labor. This is a true life story. She was already in labor, and before they could call her father to come to the hospital, she had already delivered the baby. And when the father came, they were like, oh, congratulations sir, your wife just delivered. And the man was like, no, you know, this she's a mixed breed. We call them half caste. So they were like, oh, your wife has just delivered. And the father was like, no, that's not my wife, that's my daughter. And she too, she was shook. According to her, she said she was shook. She didn't know she was pregnant. She was flowing, her period was coming. It was, you know, I really don't understand what exactly happened, but this was somebody that I know that lives on my street. It happened to her many years ago. So I believe that it's possible for someone to be pregnant and you will not know you were pregnant, because one of her concerns, this subscriber that reached out to me, was that she, at a point in her life, because she has been believing God for the fruit of the womb, and I want to quickly say a shout out to everyone who is believing God for the fruit of the womb. See, you guys, when I was sharing this, my pregnancy and delivery video, I was just sharing it out of appreciation to God and to just, you know, create memories that will last. This is the same me that was crying all these years, worried about fruit of the womb, about children, and this is the same me that, you know, God has blessed not just once, twice. So with my first baby, I was not on YouTube, so I didn't do anything. So with this child, I just told myself I needed to document it. Actually, I was pushed by my friend Stephanie. Shout out to you, Stephanie. She pushed me and she was like, create some of these memories that tomorrow you will look back on and you will be excited that you did. So I just pushed myself, even though it wasn't convenient. Like I said in that video already, this particular, my second baby's pregnancy was a different journey. I was so sick all through. I'm not going to dive into that. If you've not seen the video, please go, I'll link it up, go watch that video and actually understand. So I just decided to document this whole thing so that I will look back in future and say how faithful God has been. So that's why. So a big shout out to everyone who is believing God for the fruit of the womb. It's not an easy period when you are waiting for a child and each month you see your period. It is, believe me, I've been there. It's not an easy thing. I join my faith with yours, and I believe that by this time next year you will not just have your baby, but your baby in your hand, according to the number of children that you desire to have, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that I serve and I believe in. So she is someone who has been married for a long time, that has been believing God for the fruit of the womb, and she has gone through so many things. She has even done IVF. She said she has done like 2 failed IVFs, some even when the pregnancy has already gone a little bit far, you know, and she has taken all manner of medication, drugs. She has done so much things and nothing is happening. So she was really curious to know. She even told me that there was a time when she took in and she didn't know she was pregnant, but she was always falling sick, but she didn't go to the hospital. She went to the pharmacist and they gave her medicine for malaria and all that, but the thing did not work. She went back the same thing. That the third time the pharmacist had to tell her that you have to go do a test or a scan, because I've given you all the strong malaria medicines that I know, and if it's not working, I'm sorry, there's nothing else I can give to you. You have to go to your doctor and do a scan. That's when she went to the hospital and she realized that, oh, she was actually pregnant, but it was too late. She lost the baby. And the advice I'm going to give is that when you are believing God for the fruit of the womb, what you need to do is pay close attention to your body. When there's any change in your body, don't be too quick to go into self-medication, because you are going to cause more harm than good. So it's better to go to your hospital, talk to your doctor, meet with your gynae, let them do a full examination on you. When there's a little change in your body you can feel, just go to a doctor instead of going to a chemist or a pharmacist, so that you don't end up, you know, complicating issues for yourself. Then another thing she told me about that I'm going to talk about in this video, that a lot of people do, that it's not good. You guys, if you are doing this kind of a thing, please desist from it. She talked about how people mock her, how people throw negative comments to her about the fact that she has not been able to conceive. See, you guys, this life, we need to understand that the fact that you are able to carry your child, you are able to be pregnant and conceive and deliver, it's not that you are better than any other person. It's just the grace of God upon your life. You shouldn't be among the people who talk negatively or badly to people who are believing God for the fruit of the womb. Some people don't do it intentionally, I know. Some people may just do it out of, but it's uncalled for. You see somebody who is believing God for, and you are asking the person, you have been married since, so you never born? What kind of nonsense question is that? Those are not words that you should say to somebody who is trying to conceive, because the person is going through a lot. People that give negative comments to those who are believing God for the fruit of the womb, please stop it. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything. Don't remind them, they already know. Don't even, some people will say, don't worry, you will born very soon. You people are just discussing something else and you just bring that matter. Why the person is trying to forget. Why are you bringing that issue as at that point in time? So when she told me, I felt her pain. I was really moved. I just started praying for her, you know. I just started praying for her, but I didn't tell her I was praying for you, because that's another point. When you're praying for somebody who's believing God for the fruit of the womb, don't go and be telling them I pray for you, don't worry, you go born, or you just call, I pray for you. But you don't need to keep reminding them. Do it in your closet, and God, who sees you in secret, will reward you in public. When she said those words to me, I was moved, because it just made me realize the number of years I also was trusting God. Each month that passes that I see my period, in fact, it's like the world should end. But God always has a plan for each and every person. So please, negative comments towards people who are believing God for the fruit of the womb is a no-no. People can be very sarcastic when it comes to issues like this, but please, I beg you all, if you know anybody who talks like that, please share this video with them. Let them understand that no, life is not the way they reason it to be. We should be more empathetic. The fact that you have gotten your own doesn't mean that the other woman is a failure or the other woman is not doing right. So this is what I wanted to share in this video, and I hope I've been able to make you understand with my own little experience. I've been able to answer your question regarding the things you sent to me. Subscriber, you know yourself, and I know you are watching, and every other person, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up if you like this video. Please share with your friends and your family. Share with those who are believing God for the fruit of the womb. See, join your faith with people. Learn to do this intercessory prayers. It goes a long way to not just bless the person, but also bless you, because also I did it when I was believing God. I did intercessory prayers. I stopped praying for myself and I started focusing on people who are not who are believing God for the fruit of the womb. Also, I went to the orphanage. I did a whole lot of things, and here I am today. By the grace of God, I am here. So I believe that that same God that did it for me can also and will also do it for you, because he said he's not a respecter of any person. If he can do for B, he can also do for A. So guys, please like, comment, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.